I've had a couple businesses in the past myself, and you find that if you have more than one SKU, if you have one hero SKU that's making a lot of money, then you can take that and invest in other ideas that can be losers while you're trying to find the other winner. Did you guys have you guys had a lot of hit and misses over the years, or did you have a bit of a, I guess, an internal equation for how you would come up with successful games?
Well, we do something at University Games that's a little bit of a psychological trick, which is we define success so low that we hardly ever fail. And so, an example
That's
would
great.
be if you went and you interviewed top board game companies in America, and you went to Hasbro and Mattel and Spin Master, and you said, "What's a successful game?" They would say, "Well, if we sell 1 million units of a game, we call that successful." And what would be a level of an unsuccessful game? And they would say, if we're selling under 100,000 units a year, that's probably an unsuccessful game. Well, our number for a successful game is 10,000 units. If we can develop something and we can make it in China and we bring it to the US and we can sell 10,000 of them, then we consider that successful. So when your bar is 10,000 instead of 100,000, you're going to have a lot less failures. And we kind of run the company that way. We try to define success so that it's achievable and so that we have more successes than failures. So in our company, I would say, I haven't calculated it recently, but over 90% of the products we introduce are successful by our definition of successful. Probably 75% of the products that we introduce would be considered unsuccessful by our competitors' standards. But we sometimes will go to our competitors and take products that they have discontinued because they didn't hit their hurdle rate of 100,000 pieces, and we can carry them for 10 years selling 25,000 or 30,000. And in our economic model, that works fine. So
Right.
we've got an interesting positioning in the industry in that our successes often are what other people would consider failures. But it creates a really good culture and it creates a great attitude and in the organization to feel like we can be successful at these lower volumes. And we kind of do that with everything.